Hello, this is a quick introduction to the Center for Inclusive Excellence and what Inclusive Excellence means at Regis College. As members of the Regis community, we are called to love, serve, and respect each other for who we are, what we believe and value, and where we come from without distinction. Inclusive excellence is the cornerstone of the legacy and charism of the university's founders, the Sisters of St. Joseph. The dear neighbor is each one of us, and as members of a Catholic institution of higher education, we are called to interrogate, enlighten, and transform the society in which we live. Regis College is committed to ensuring that each individual is known and accepted for who they are. We consider this an essential tenet of the founding values of this institution. And the Center for Inclusive Excellence, which is under the advisement of the Regis Inclusive Excellence Council, seeks to foster a culture and campus community in which all types of diversity are valued, engaged with, have access, and all contribute to the holistic development of our community members and the institutional excellence of the university. So what do we do at the Center for Inclusive Excellence? Well, among other things, we work in collaboration with other offices to support the university's commitment to inclusive excellence by delivering programming that supports the institution's mission and diversity and inclusion initiatives, responding to bias incidents, assessing and improving campus climate, and developing and implementing the university's strategic plans for inclusive excellence, supporting the success and retention of underrepresented students, faculty, and staff, and providing learning, professional development, and guidance related to our mission. The Center for Inclusive Excellence is under the advisement of the President's Inclusive Excellence Council, which was first established in 2016. Over the years, the committee has grown to a council comprised of representatives from all areas of the Regis community. The goal of the council is to implement a strategic plan to achieve the university's goal of inclusive excellence for all. The Council also serves as an umbrella for several subcommittees that work to achieve a number of the institution's strategic diversity goals. Regis College's Partners in Excellence Mentoring Initiative is a program designed to provide personal guidance and support to first-year students of color and first-generation students through the assignment of trained peer, faculty, staff, and graduate mentors. Through structured and unstructured interactions with mentors, first-year students participating in the mentoring initiative will establish meaningful relationships that increase their engagement in and out of the classroom, contributing positively to their retention at Regis. Regis College has a first-generation task force which fosters awareness of the first-generation college student identity here at Regis. They do so through providing educational opportunities and guidance for faculty and staff. They work to increase access and visibility for first-generation college students, and they collaborate with campus partners to develop sustainable outreach and engagement opportunities for our first-generation college students. Regis College is a Catholic institution founded by the Sisters of St. Joseph of Boston. One of the core values is care for all God's creations, and this includes members of the LGBTQ+ population. At Regis, we welcome, value, and support students, staff, and faculty of all identities, genders, sexualities, and orientations. Regis is committed to highlighting and celebrating the resources it offers on campus and in the surrounding area for our LGBTQ+ community. The Diversity, Incident, Response, and Education Collaborative Team, or DIRECT, is committed to maintaining an environment that is safe, welcoming, and responsive to unlawful discrimination or harassment. DIRECT encourages students, staff, faculty, volunteers, and visitors to report incidences of bias or discrimination so that the university can respond, assess the campus climate, and provide educational initiatives as needed. The Center for Inclusive Excellence also supports several faculty and staff affinity groups. We also design and facilitate diversity, equity, inclusion workshops and provide one-on-one consultations upon request. As your introduction to inclusive excellence at Regis College, we want to provide you with a few key terms, which we will unpack on the next slides. First, there's diversity, which is all aspects of human difference, the mosaic of backgrounds, social identities, styles, perspectives, values, and beliefs. Then we have equity, which is achieving parity in outcomes regardless of race, ethnicity, and other identities. Equity moves beyond issues of access and places success outcomes at the center focus. We also believe in inclusion, which is the degree to which an individual is accepted and treated as an insider by others. There's belonging, which is students perceive social support on campus, a feeling of connectedness, or that one is important to others. And finally, inclusive excellence, which is the active, intentional, and ongoing engagement with diversity, using ways that enhance our individual and collective awareness, content knowledge, and empathetic understanding of one another without distinction. At Regis, diversity is the range of human experiences such as age, class, ethnicity, race, gender identity, nationality, disability, religion, sexual orientation, language, personality, communication style, work style, and veteran status, among many other things. Other dimensions of diversity include the varying functions and divisions of the university, as well as the variety of environments in which we operate. Your diversity dimensions play out on several levels, which you can see in this diversity dimension chart. Your diversity dimensions influence how you see the world, your role in the world, and your expectations of others. And others have diversity dimensions which shape how they see you. Take a moment and think about your diversity dimensions. What makes you, you? Think about your friends, your coworkers, your family, your connections. What are their identities? What is their difference? What do you value in them? Thinking through some of these questions will help you discover what makes all of us unique, different, and valuable. It is what we bring to the proverbial table in this world. If diversity is what we bring to the table, or as many say, who is in the room, then equity is who is trying to get in the room but can't. Equity, as we have defined it, is achieving parity in outcomes regardless of identity. It moves beyond access and places success outcomes at the center. So with equity, we not only look at who can't get into the room, but we also have to look at the conditions we have created within our circles, our organizations, or societies, for example, that have allowed only some to see the game while others cannot. Equity requires that we strive for fairness in our treatment, access, opportunities, and advancement, that we identify and eliminate barriers to success, and that we create opportunities for underrepresented and minoritized groups so that they can succeed equally. Inclusion means the intentional and deliberate actions to incorporate all members and their perspectives and ideas. Inclusion is tapping into the collective ability of different individuals. We're smarter like this than like this. The image you see above is when everyone's interacting and we're all valued for who we are. Again, inclusion requires active and intentional work, and that's not always easy. But all the research shows that there is value in having diverse, inclusive groups and teams. What actions or intentional acts can you do to help others feel included? Think about it. A sense of belonging is a basic human need, coming only after your physiological needs and your safety needs. Why is this concept important for college students? Well, research has shown that sense of belonging is connected with student success and retention. In fact, belonging is one of the most important factors in predicting student success and retention. One salient part of this definition is that it focuses on the perceptions and feelings of students. This is not about measures of social support or connection or student involvement, but rather it's a subjective measure of students' perceptions of social support and connection. Finally, these are the guiding principles of inclusive excellence. First, there's access and success, a welcoming community that engages all of its diversity, all of its difference in the service of student and organizational learning. There's campus climate and intergroup relations. This is attention to the differences we all bring to the educational experience that enhance this enterprise, this learning environment. Education and scholarship, which is a focus on the total intellectual and social development of students through the curriculum and co-curricular experiences. And finally, there's the institutional infrastructure. This is the purposeful development and utilization of organizational resources to enhance student learning. So when we talk about inclusive excellence, we talk about touching upon all of these guiding principles. Here are a few things you can do to advance inclusive excellence in your work. First, recognize your own attitudes or biases. Take the time to look inward and reflect on where your own attitudes and biases may play out in your interactions. Then be open to discussing them. Third, be observant. Notice the reaction of others. Use your natural empathy to see when someone might be harmed by something you said or did. Listen when someone raises a concern. Take someone's word for it. We know that the experiential reality is important when listening to others, especially those who are different from us in some way. Affirm feelings. Be impartial to facts. Feelings do matter. Feelings are relevant. Affirm them, believe them. Stand personally against all forms of bias and discrimination. And finally, keep learning. Use our campus resources to support you in your learning, your growth, and your development. And one of those resources, of course, for continued learning and exploration is us, the Center for Inclusive Excellence. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me, Audrey Grace, the Associate Vice President and Chief Diversity Officer, or Denise Masmasharmi, the Associate Director for Inclusive Excellence. You can also email us at inclusiveexcellence@regiscollege.edu. And be sure to follow us on social media, on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Regis Inclusion. We look forward to hearing from you.